Yo yo yo, it's been a long time since the last video, so welcome back to our new review, and it's gonna be the VR. Our team made ourselves a present and bought ourselves a brand new Oculus Rift. So today we're gonna make a reservation right now. The atmosphere of the game, it is not at all similar to the Stalker, despite a number of obvious similarities. Rather, it's survival horror in the style of some creep simulator like Slender, in which the sinister component almost prevails over the survival elements. Players find themselves in a strange fog-shrouded world and do not remember at all how they ended up here and why. Moreover, you are not the only stranger here, but only you were lucky enough to establish a mental connection with a person named Katya. In a good English, Catherine tells you that she is lost in this world and cannot show to the rest in any way. The girl herself does not understand where she is and very much asks to find her, after which she leaves you at the mercy of the tutorial. Be sure to go through it before starting the game. The character control mechanics give the Walking Dead seed sinners, but not everything is implemented as it should. So you will have again manually climb stages and ledges, crouch for stealth, help yourself to overcome the barriers and store goods in a weighty backpack with several separate slots. Almost all the interactivity in the game is weak. Your virtual hands are separated from objects by invisible barriers. Around the great many small objects with which it is impossible to interact. During training you are offered to throw knives, and not only is the throwing very poorly implemented, but also the knives disappear in the textures. Try to find them later. But all the double impression of the gameplay completely disappears once you finally start the game itself. By the way, the first thing that you will see at the outpost is a huge turret that stares at you with an impressive barrel against the background of bright red posters strictly forbidding you to enter inside. I don't know if that's a joke of developers, but I managed to do a few laps before I realized that it would not be read at the answer. We find ourselves in the recent past, around the beginning of the 2000s. The area is surrounded by impermeable fog behind which the cherished anomalous zone is hidden. Here it's called the Radius. The Outpost is a king of staging posts where players can rest and sort out the swag off the shelves. Money-hungry terminals are also located there. One offers an impressive selection of equipment and buys your goods, the second repairs items and responsible for mail, and the third heals the body and the soul without overpayments. The less HP you have, the more expensive the treatment will be. Another terminal in the chambers issues tax for the completion of which a monetary reward is due. There will be particular no details marking on the map and directional icons too, so you will have to study the radius yourself by trial and error. Without a mission, you can go outside the safe area at any time to explore the gloomy world of Zone. Outside complete desolations rage. All structures are torn apart, rare vegetation has dried up, an ominous forest is spread around, in the shadows of which everyone can see. Against the background is the low-set disk of the sun, half covered by some like a nuclear mushroom frozen in time. The landscape is spacious and varied. It is really interesting to explore the world, but in places it is very scary. Immediately I note the excellent work with the sound, ominous ambient and surround noises from unexpected places make you constantly look around and suggest the dark thoughts. In the starter kit, we have a bag of shells with us to outline the boundaries of those very anomalies. They are even drawn and behave in painful familiar ways. According to the law of the genre, in the most happened clusters you can find some kind of artifact. Some are useless but valuable, others have effects. The game store has a nice arsenal of firearms, but initially we are given an old barrel with a silencer. The weapon is controlled well. You can put the pistol on the safety catch, disarm the bolt. If the weapon is jammed, take in both hands for greater accuracy. One problem: the most fearsome enemies in the game not only ignore the shots, but also run at them from great distances. The creation look like a human silhouettes. They are called fragments. They are able to chase you for a very long time, are extremely attentive and react to the light of a flashlight. You can avoid collisions if you crawl behind them, but shadows like to walk through their forest, where they are almost inaudible and able to notice you from afar. Yes, are mortal monsters in the game and even other stalkers that open fire without warning, but it's shadows that catch up with the childish horror in the gameplay. Especially if you not carried away and didn't notice how the sun was setting, your character needs food and rest, and if he has been out of feed for a long time, he naturally tends to sleep. Fortunately, the game provides a sleeping bag that can be deployed anywhere and wait for dawn. Moreover, night wanderings through the territory teeming with dangers without the ability to use a flashlight and not attract the attention of the Franklins will most likely end in quick death. There are quite a few technical problems into the radios, not to mention the frankly unfinished areas, like the area around the safe zone, which is simply drops off, dropping you into the milking underground. However, the developers are actively rolling out updates, making serious edits and improvements to their brainchild. At the same time, the experience of stalking in VR is something new. It feels absolutely amazing, thanks to good work with the light and sound, dense feeling of the world and very interesting gameplay. Into the Radius can be safely recommended to the players with a strong nerves yearning for the zone. Thank you guys for watching. Don't you guys forget to comment and subscribe to our channel. This was the full experience of VR headset of the Oculus Rift. So don't forget to hit those bells and comments and the like button. Thank you so much for visiting our channel. Peace.